5AA Mornings with Matthew Pantelis.
Welcome to On the Road with Ned McHenry. Thanks to Travel Auctions.
Ned McHenry is here and we're travelling today thanks to Travel Auctions. G'day, Ned. How are you?
Hello, Matty. Very well. It's a beautiful wintry kind of day today.
It is a little, isn't it? It's meant to be sunny.
Sun's just shining.
Yeah, it's trying.
Slightly through these Hindmarsh Square windows. It's quite nice, though.
Okay,
fair
good.
outside, but nice.
Beautiful. Where are we off to today? Somewhere north, I think.
Yeah, mid-north, Jamestown.
Okay.
You spent much time in Jamestown?
Not much time. I have stopped. I've had a
Yep.
beer in the pub. I've been to the shopping centre, driven up and down the main street. It's kind of a place you go through
Yes.
to somewhere.
Well, the mid-north is famous in South Australia, right? Like, so much great history, a lot of agricultural history.
Yes.
I think it's forgotten about the mid-north in a holiday sense too. And we're going to talk about some of the history of a famous South Australian brand and the connection to a few people there. But funnily, I speak to some of the locals in the mid-north. They say Jamestown is one of the only towns in South Australia that has more pubs than churches.
Really?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be many, would there?
4 pubs in Jamestown.
Yeah.
So I think they enjoy having a beer, which is good. So people should get down there and have one with them.
Well, the beer was fine. The beer I had back in about 2002, I reckon, in Jamestown.
So I mentioned some famous kind of people and brands from Jamestown.
Yeah.
R.M. Williams.
Really?
Yeah. So Reginald Murray Williams, hence the name R.M. Williams, his family moved to the Jamestown district in the early 1910s. So he was born near Jamestown.
How about that? I did not know that.
You think now the global brand. So, yeah, it was kind of 1932, R.M. Williams was born. It started with saddlery, like leather products. He kind of went away as a bit of a bushman and learned from some of the traditional owners of the land as to how to, move and shape leather. And then in 1934, the business progressed to a point where he set up a little factory in Prospect. Yeah. And the rest is history.
Yeah.
Extraordinary, though, to think.
Yeah.
R.M. Williams, a brand that's celebrated right across the world.
Well, knew he was South Australian, but didn't know about Jamestown, the link there.
Yeah.
How about that?
So Jamestown. So some great history. I think from memory too, I've been to Jamestown plenty of times. I think from memory there is some artefacts or potentially a museum or something like that to reflect on with the R.M. Williams there in Jamestown. I'm not 100% sure what that is, but perhaps one of our listeners might have checked that out.
Our next guest might know all about it. Yeah,
Great.
Ali Cooper from the park at Jamestown. G'day, Ali.
Hey, guys. How are you both?
We're good, thank you. Tell us a bit about Jamestown.
Well, Jamestown is a fabulous little service centre in the mid-north of South Australia. So we're about 45 minutes north of Clare and about 45 minutes east of Port Pirie. Major service centre here, so we've got fantastic shops and facilities here, but it makes a great base for when you're visiting this area in South Australia.
Now, Ali, am I right in saying there is actually more pubs than churches in Jamestown?
Well, yeah, you had me thinking about that. There are 4 pubs, but one is currently closed and being renovated.
Okay. 3.5
and
then.
I think, 3.5. It has been closed for a number of years, mind you. And then there are at least 4 active churches. So, no, I think now the churches do outnumber the pubs.
Oh, no. Well, that would be popular for some people, perhaps less popular for others. That's fine. What are some things to do in and around Jamestown? I mentioned I feel like the mid-north can be forgotten about a little bit in a holiday sense, but it's a great spot to park up the caravan or find some little accommodation for a few days as you explore the Flinders or wherever you like to check out, Ali.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, in Jamestown itself, we were talking about the R.M. Williams. We have this beautiful interpretive centre detailing his early years of his life because he was, Jamestown's the birthplace of R.M. And then we do have the Belalie Forest, and there has been a huge amount of work done out there. They've got a beautiful function centre called Maple and Pine, but set down in the sort of in the forest itself, and there's lots of walking trails out there. They've got a big nature playground, and they've got continual work always happening out there. So it's a beautiful place for families to go and visit. And then we've got the Railway Museum, and there's a pressed glass museum, which is really impressive. A lot of people underestimate what that's going to be like until they come back, and they're just absolutely blown away from visiting that location as well.
Remind us a little bit about the Belalie Forest. There's some pretty cool little parks and I'm not sure if there's camping options, but there's certainly some good wooden infrastructure there, isn't there, where you can set up for a picnic or the kids can go and run amok?
Yeah, absolutely. So they've got a big nature playground. So It's set right where Maple and Pine is, which is a big function centre, and there's lots of weddings and that are held throughout there in the seasons. But there's big lawns for people to have picnics on, and then there's a number of walks through the forest. So there's the Maple Walk, which winds itself around the creek there, and you get to see all the beautiful European tree species that we introduced to work out whether they were viable for our environment back many years ago. And then there's the Sculptures Walk and the Conservators Walk, I think. So, yeah, there's a number of walking trails out there as well.
I see, Ali, Paul Cronin, another famous person born in Jamestown, the actor, of course, the Sullivans and all of that.
I'm not aware of him, sorry, but there is a road called Cronin Street.
Oh, there you go.
There is a tribute to him.
Yeah. All the streets are named after, well, apart from that one maybe, but a lot of the streets around Jamestown named after the man Jamestown's named after, I see. Sir James Ferguson, who was governor when the town was surveyed, and the streets are named for towns from around the part of Scotland he lived in and is from.
Yeah, and the Southern Highlands, I think.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yep, so he was... Jamestown was surveyed by the same surveyor as Adelaide, so we're set out on a grid pattern very much similar to Adelaide.
Oh, right, okay. How about that?
It's funny, Ali, when you're cruising around the mid-north, which I like to do, you could be mistaken for thinking you're listening to a school roll call or something with the amount of names going on. You've got Laura, you've got Peterborough, Jamestown, where you're from, clearly. You've got Clare, Georgetown. It's like, is there any more creativity from some of these settlers? Seriously.
Oh, we've got some great names like Orroroo and Bullaroo.
Okay, well done. Yep.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't a knock. I just think it's extraordinary. Oh, very good. Well, we want to come and check it out. We'll come and have a pot and a palmy or something.
Yeah.
Is there any meals or anything you can suggest around Jamestown? Who does the best palmy?
Oh, it depends. If you're a palmy who likes one that's got bacon in it or no bacon in it.
Oh, bacon sounds pretty delicious.
That sounds pretty good.
Exactly.
Nothing wrong with bacon.
Number of pubs. There's a lot of pubs, and then there's, great coffee vans and cafes in town too. So plenty of options.
Wonderful.
Excellent. Good speaking with you, Ali. Thanks for your time.
No worries. Lovely speaking with you both. Take care.
Ali Cooper from the park at Jamestown. Sounds good.
A lot of fun. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed that. And as she said, a lot of great activations. I want to do my top 5 after the break, Matty.
Okay, we'll take the break, indeed. And if you're from Jamestown or the region, I mean, who can forget Elon Musk? He'd be about its most famous visitor, I reckon. I'm sure he went there because he came to Adelaide a couple of times.
Is this about the battery you were talking about?
Yeah.
Do our listeners know about this? Extraordinary.
Well, this is back in Jay Weatherill when he was Premier. So we're talking, over 10 years ago now, where we needed to get a battery, or we wanted to get a battery. This is after the blackout we had, the big blackout, I reckon. And so the thought was, well, how do we store power? And Tesla, not Telstra, they're in the bad books at the moment. Tesla won a bid to build a 129 megawatt hour battery at Hornsdale Wind Farm, which is not far from Jamestown. And the deal was, if he could build it in less than 100 days and have it set up and running, we would pay for it. If it took him longer, he'd do it for nothing. Well, of course, he did it in about 7.
Yeah. Extraordinary.
So, but I reckon he went to Jamestown, Elon Musk.
Okay.
And he certainly flew here a couple of times, because once he was here for a space convention that we had, International Space Convention, and the other time was for this battery thing.
Well, there you go. Any listeners, we're celebrating the Mid-North today. Any stories? Do you reside there? Do you holiday there? Or any fun little facts? We'd love to hear it.
All right. We are on the road with Ned McHenry this morning.
For years, Eddie Maguire has been Eddie everywhere.
I think we're in driver's agreement before I even signed Eddie.
Now he's Eddie right here.
We've got this Luddite approach in football.
Catch Eddie Maguire every Tuesday from 5 as he talks all things footy with Rowie and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show. Thanks to Harvey Norman Clearance Centre. Cooking appliances, washing machines, dishwashers, TVs and more. 919 Marion Road, Marion.
Hi, Callum Hand here, Ambassador for Pick a Local, Pick SA. South Australian citrus is now in season. Riverland grown mandarins, oranges, limes, lemons, all bursting with flavour and can be found in your local fruit and veg store right now. Or why not try something new this season and grab a Tangelo, Cara or blood orange. Support our local growers and shop in stores displaying the red Pick a Local, Pick SA sign. And follow us on Facebook for inspiration, recipes and more ways to enjoy South Australian grown.
Wearing the same few layers on repeat? The Gazman Winter Sale is now on. Enjoy up to 40% off selected styles with premium knitwear and cotton shirts from $69.95 plus all denim now $89. In-store and online now. Gazman.
Dreaming of a holiday? Well, Travel Auctions has been sending South Australians on holidays since 1992. And today, well, what are we bidding on, Ned?
We've got a country escape. It's 10 nights on a powered site at the park, Jamestown. We just spoke to Ali.
Yeah.
She's a ripper and the place sounds sensational. So stay all at once or split it into 2 5-night getaways. It's the perfect base in the Southern Flinders Ranges to explore Belalie Forest, soak up Jamestown's history, or head to Mount Remarkable National Park. Enjoy some of SA's best bushwalking trails too, of course, around that area. So 10 nights, this would normally be valued at about $400. But what would you pay? Get your bid on Travel Auctions and snag yourself a bargain. The best thing too, it's valid until the 30th of June 2027.
Alrighty, save on your next getaway. Don't pay full price. Visit travelauctions.com.au and bid, win and go.
When your work depends on accuracy, the tools matter. For 70 years, General Tools has helped South Australian engineers, machinists and workshops get the right gear for the job. They specialise in new and second-hand metalworking machinery, cutting tools, carbide tooling, measuring equipment, machine tooling accessories, bandsaw blades, vices and cold saws, including trusted brands like Vertex, Winstar, Insize and Michitoyo. Shop in store at Caravan or online at generaltools.com.au.
Hi, it's Wayne from Wayne Plus Kia. There's no bigger end of financial year sale than our 72-hour 100 Kia clearance sale. For 72 hours only, we have 100 new Kias at prices to clear. Petrol, hybrid or electric. Take any Kia for an extended overnight test drive, plus get Kia's $1,000 deposit contribution across all new and demo vehicles with Kia Finance. T's and C's apply. But hurry, the 72-hour 100 Kia clearance sale ends 5 p.m. Saturday at SA's most awarded Kia dealer, Wayne Phillips Kia at Ranella.
Next time you've got scrap metal piling up in the workshop, out in the yard, or hiding in that corner every business pretends not to see, take it to Nor Metals. They'll turn scrap into cash. Old batteries, PVC cables, radiators, industrial scrap, steel, aluminium, copper or brass, Nor Metals in Ottaway will take it away, free up space and top up your petty cash. Plus, a tidy site is a safer site, especially when it comes to scrap metal. Nor Metals. Cash for scrap. It's that easy.
5AA Mornings with Matthew Pantelis.
You're listening to On the Road with Ned McHenry. Thanks to Travel Auctions, we've been talking Balaclava today, and Ned, you got a top 5.
Balaclava, Jamestown, the whole mid-north. Yes. I like all of it, and we're encouraging your calls. Any yarns about the mid-north? Do you reside there? Do you like holidaying there, or have you got a couple of fun facts? Yeah. We've spoken about R.M. Williams too. Jamestown obviously being the kind of heartbeat and birthplace of that wonderful brand. I've got my top 5 iconic South Australian businesses coming up.
Do you know why I said Balaclava? Because I've driven Jamestown to Balaclava.
Oh, have you?
Direct.
There
and,
you go.
Like specifically, and so, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
We'll do that next week.
Yeah. Why not?
Steve from Flagstaff Hill. Do you have a yarn about the Mid-North, Steve?
Yeah, Steve, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, guys. How are we?
Very well.
That's good. Just a quickie call. I'm on my way to a Pilates appointment, but you've missed the most famous person in Jamestown, and that was my father. And you go way back to, he was born in 1930 and played football up there, and when he was recruited to play footy for South Adelaide, he was in the local media up there tagged the Jamestown Wonder Boy.
Wow.
Because he was recruited from the bush and went and played many games with South Adelaide. And in with Jimmy Dean, the Hickenbotham family, the Ray Lickey family. He played with all of them. And then he went on to be a politician and a minister here in Adelaide, and then later became the president of South Adelaide Footy Club as well. So his nickname was, in the local media, the Jamestown Wonder Boy.
Wow. Did he play in the Premiership in 64?
Oh, no, I was too old for that. Okay. I was only a little fella then. Yeah. So when he was born 1930, he was 64. He would have been pretty old then.
34.
But, well, I think those days, the old knees and the spleens and everything else, when you get a bad injury in those days, you're just about cooked, aren't you? Yeah. So he was another famous one, and he was my father, and I was very proud of him. So I thought I'd just throw that other name. Roy Abbott was his name.
Okay. Roy Abbott, there you go. Hey, was he a Jamestown Magpies lad?
Well, look, I can't remember the team that he played for up there, but he was recruited young and came down, lived in lived in Adelaide, and had a fairly good football career here in the Sandful, which was all pre-AFL. So the Jamestown Wonder Boy.
There we go.
You've missed that one with the Williams and all of the others.
Good on you, Steve. You get on that reformer and give that Pilates class a real shake-up, mate.
I'm about to walk in now.
All
no
right,
worries.
Go. Give it your best. That's
Thank
great.
you, Steve. That's a great story. John at Summerton Park. Hi, John.
Hi, Matt. There's a nice cafe at Balaclava if you ever go there again. Excellent.
Good.
A few years ago, my neighbour was born and brought up in Jamestown. He said, "You want to go for a drive?" "Where?" "Jamestown." "Oh, all right. Oh, I like the mid-north." He said, "I want to go and look at Granddad's grave." Oh, okay. I'm a funeral director by trade. I like graves. So up we go. So we go to the old school he went to. We go into the new school and go to the house he lived at. Knocked on the door. No one answered. Anyway, he said, so we tidied up Granddad Herman's grave, and he said, "By the way, Granddad came up here in 1880, and he lived at Narrabee. Where's that? Around the corner, about 30 k's away." So he was a funeral director and carpenter, furniture maker in Rundle Street, Adelaide, and he thought, he's going north. So I said, how the hell did he take all these tools and equipment? So we went up to the farm at Narrabee, around not too far away, and he forged the life out there in 1880.
Wow.
Can you believe it? I said, how long did it? He said he's trying to find out how long it took him to get there with all these tools and his horse. But so he built a house in the middle of nowhere.
It's extraordinary.
And then the family moved to Jamestown.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Anyway, his Granddad's grave is nice and tidy now.
Very good.
Good on you, John.
Yeah, thank you, John. Gee, the hardships people went through in those years. Can you imagine doing that?
Extraordinary.
Horseback.
Go and tell a young person now to go and grab their horse and go out and live rurally and build a stone hut.
Go take a 5-day ride 200 k's north,
It's nice to hear in this day and age too, two neighbours getting along and hopping in a car and going for a road trip rather than
nice, isn't it?
abusing each other over the fence, which seems more common.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let's get to your top 5.
Top 5. Famous South Australian businesses. We might have time for a quick call too, if it's a little bit controversial for you and you want to go and give me a kick up the backside. That's fine. Number 5, the Hills Hoist.
Yeah.
That's pretty clever, isn't it?
It is clever.
I mean, how were they hanging out there washing before that?
That's probably on one line, stretched between a tree and, I don't know, a post or something.
Not after they had anything to do with it. And children were hanging off them and being spun around backyards for future generations for sure.
Absolutely.
Number 4, we all love this mob, Haig's Chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be in there, don't they?
Yeah.
3, and this is unlucky not to be 2 or 1, because I have a glass of this every night, and that is no BS. I truly love this stuff. Yeah. Bickford's cordial.
Really?
Do you have any Bickford?
Yeah, I don't mind Bickford's. Oh. Quite nice.
And they've got their sugar-free options, so you don't even have to. And this is not
guilt.
I buy the Bickfords. This is not a paid thing. Oh, get a glass of Bickfords into your face. Okay. It's just refreshing and delicious. Number 2, equally delicious, a little bit worse for you, but have it in moderation. Cooper's.
Yep.
Love Cooper's.
Yep.
Lager for me. You a pale ale man or a lager man?
I go either. Yep. And I don't mind a dark in this weather.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Yummo. So number 2, Cooper's. They're fantastic. And number 1, off the back of Jamestown and a great offering from Travel Auctions, R.M. Williams.
Okay, number 1.
Is that fair? What have I missed?
Not much. I mean, there were a heap of Adelaide businesses, like Hills Hoist, have gone by the wayside, right? But Woody's Lemonade, Woodruff's, was just a lemonade company on its side, made the best lemonade.
Yeah.
Taken over by Coke at some stage.
Yeah.
But that was a good one.
Well, I mean, with modern kind of tech now, Hills Hoist isn't necessarily as... And the use of space, I suppose, when places are getting smaller, you don't necessarily use that.
Balfour's is another one.
Balfour's is stiff. And Villies.
Yeah, Villies. Chuck them in the same basket.
Yeah, put them in the basket. I think Bickford's, Coopers and R.M. Williams are in a league of their own.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't live without those 3 things.
No, you could not. Well, you couldn't.
You probably could. Doesn't that sound obnoxious and very modern?
Yeah. All righty, 8223 0000. And we have been on the road with Ned McHenry. We've got more to talk about, I think, in just a sec, don't we, in terms of giving people some more information about where they're going.
We certainly do. So it's a great offering, folks. Tune in to the Travel Auctions app when you get a chance to check out some accommodation offerings. They're fantastic. We do love supporting them because they're a South Australian business and they're providing accommodation and holiday offerings at a better rate. So you do get a good deal, and that's what I love about it. You go away for less. So it's 10 nights on a powered site. You can head into Jamestown. We mentioned all of the fantastic areas in and around the Mid-North too that you can check out. So a big shout out to Travel Auctions. They do a wonderful job.
They do. And you know what? It is a great base, Jamestown. If you want to stay there and then head up into towards the northern, I mean, you'll easily get to Lee Creek and back in a day. Easy. From Jamestown.
And a great time at the moment after all of these rains.
Yes.
Because you're checking out places like Lee Creek and the Southern Flinders. Like, it's
Hawker.
green.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hawker?
Yeah.
I was out there recently. It looks sensational.
Hawker's great,
with all of that rain.
Then the mountains, the hills, the Flinders, beyond that, the range, it's just stunning.
Magic.
Yeah.
Those folk out there, the pastoral crew who have got station country, they just can't believe it because they've come off years of pretty tough times.
Feed for 2 years, I believe.
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying.
Yeah,
Feed for 2 years in front of them.
It's incredible, isn't it?
So good fat sheep and happy farmers and good regional areas in South Australia. There's lots to like.
Absolutely. Good seeing you, Ned. Ned McHenry on the road. Traffic update from Richard Pascoe. This wouldn't happen in Jamestown, but the lights are out on McIntyre Road and North East Road, so take care if you're driving through there.
How do you make more of the NDIS funding you already have? Get in touch with Just Therapy. Just Therapy connects you with therapy assistants and mentors who can give you more regular support, more choice, and better value from your plan. No call centre, no wait lists, just real people who take the time to find the right support for you. Just Therapy are fully mobile too, so support happens where it suits you. At Just Therapy, your success is our goal. Visit justtherapy.com.au.
Building or renovating? Fridge or washer given up? Check out the Harvey Norman Clearance Centre today. 919 Marion Road, Marion. Big brand cooking and laundry appliances, TVs, fridges, washers, dryers, ovens, cooktops, and even the kitchen sink. Factory seconds, ex-display, overstocks, refurbished, carton damaged, and new lines. Stock arriving weekly. All stock comes with a manufacturer's warranty. Harvey Norman Clearance Centre, 919 Marion Road, Marion.
Now, dreaming of a holiday, of course you are. Travel Auctions have been sending South Australians on holidays since 1992, and today's bid, Ned, what is it?
It's a great country escape, Matty. You mentioned it. Base yourself here and go and explore the Southern Flinders Ranges or check out the beautiful Mid-North. It's 10 nights on a powered site at the Park Jamestown. Stay all at once or split it into 2 5-night getaways. It's the perfect base in the Southern Flinders Ranges to explore Belalie Forest. You can check out Jamestown's history. We spoke about R.M. Williams. Go and read all about that. Head to Mount Remarkable National Park or just enjoy some of SA's best bushwalking trails. And the sunsets, Matty, as you know, are just fantastic there as well. So 10 nights, you're normally valued at $400 for that, but this is the beauty of it. You just put in a bid. What would you be prepared to pay for an offering like that? And it's valid until the 30th of June, 2027.
Save on your next getaway. Don't pay full price. Visit travelauctions.com.au and bid, win and go.
At Coles,